Thanks for stopping by the Sister Cousins Lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video, this is going to be part 2 of my office makeover. So if you haven't seen part 1, make sure that you hop over there and then watch that one and then come back here so that it all makes sense. But basically, in a nutshell, I had furniture pieces removed out of here and I'm repurposing my office to something else. So this is the second video in this series, and in today's video I'm going to share a couple things that I've already picked up. Yay, I'm excited. And I'm also going to be doing or starting a DIY project. So I mentioned there was one furniture piece that I was keeping in here, but that I wanted to do a makeover on it. So today I'm going to try to get that done in today's video, but I'll definitely share the things that I picked up so far. So if you'd like to see how this project is coming along, then just keep watching.
Now, this TV cabinet I've had for many years. I got it from IKEA, and I felt like it was in pretty good shape, but I found out later it really isn't, but I will talk about that later. But anyway, I decided to do a DIY on it to kind of update it a little bit. It's a little bit dated. It's white. I no longer want to have white furniture in here. So yeah, this is the thing that I'm going to tackle. Yeah, this is the only piece I'm keeping. So let's get it started. So first we got to start off by taking everything out. I've just got a ton of stuff in here. Haven't been in some of these drawers here in a while, so I don't know what it is that I may find when I go in here. So we'll be checking it out together. I confess I am guilty of sticking things in cabinets, in drawers, wherever it'll fit to get it out of my eyesight, and then I forget all about it. So some of these things, it's like I'm discovering them for the first time because they've been in here for a long time. These bookends here haven't really been in here that long, though. I bought them not too long ago, never used them, just kind of bought them and stuffed them in here, which just lets me know I didn't need them in the first place, right? I also started a collection of mugs from Starbucks. Whenever I would travel out of the country, I would pick up one if they had a Starbucks. And I started collecting them. I've broken a lot of them, lost them over the years from moving or whatever. But these are the ones that have survived, and they've kind of been in here, tucked away in this cabinet now for probably about 7 years when I moved in my house.
Problem is you don't want to use them because you don't want to break them. So they're stored away in here and you forget about them, so you don't enjoy them at all. So yeah, that's kind of like a dilemma. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start using them, because what's the use in having them and having them stored away and afraid to use it because they'll break, whatever. Drop down in comments below and let me know if you have any collections or collectibles in your home.
I grew up in an era where there were always items in the house that we could not use, and even rooms in the house, like the living room. The living room was off limits when I grew up, and I vowed not to subscribe to that, saving things for special occasions or whatever, because every day that you wake up alive and in your right mind is a special occasion. So treat yourself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start using my mugs and, enjoying them.
All right, I was going to sell these, but I think I'm going to go ahead and keep them. These are so pretty. I got these at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. It still has the clearance ticket on there. It was $9.99. I don't know if you can see that. They had been $39.99 a piece, but I have a set of 2 of them, and they were just kind of sitting in there, but I do still like them. I love it's glass, but it kind of looks like it might be some type of a stone. So I do like them. I'm going to keep them. Don't know where I'm going to store them, but I have them anyway. And then this piece here, definitely not getting rid of him. I love him. He will have a place in this room somewhere. But I've had him for a while too. He was $16.99 at Home Goods. But yeah, it's like a marble base, and this black, I don't know what this is, but anyway, it's very heavy. So we're going to keep that. So we're going to go ahead and take the doors off of here and get this piece prepped for painting. We got to move everything off the top of it and get started.
I was just shocked at how much stuff I had in this room. I have cut a lot out of this video because it would have just been way too long, and I know you all had no interest in seeing all of my junk. But when I tell you, This room had a lot of stuff in it. I am so happy to have this behind me, getting this cleaned out. I've sold some things on Marketplace. I've taken things to the Goodwill. I think I went to the Goodwill like 3 days last week taking stuff. And I also trashed some things. Like I had cable box. I haven't had cable now in some years. I don't know why I still had cable boxes. I still had a Blu-ray player. Actually, I'm going to keep that because you just never know. But yeah, I just had some stuff. So, and this TV here, guys, is so old. I think this TV is maybe 15 years old. It is a flat screen, but it's probably one of the first flat screens. So it is super heavy. I was surprised at how heavy it was. Look at all those wires and cords back there. Because I had cable boxes hooked up. I had the Blu-ray hooked up. I still had cable cord. I mean, just stuff. That's ridiculous. It took me forever to get all this stuff untangled and getting rid of this stuff. But yeah. All right, we got it all emptied out finally. So now we're going to go ahead and take this hardware off of here so that we can go ahead and paint this cabinet. And I must say, I am not a professional at this. I have no clue what I am doing. I ask a lot of questions at Lowe's. I find that they're very helpful. If you can just let them know what project you're working on. I go to Sherwin-Williams, wherever, and just ask questions. And that's how I kind of make my way through some of these projects that I tackle when it is certainly not my expertise. Luckily, I got it off, no problems at all. And I don't know what I was thinking. This thing has 2 cabinets. I forgot to empty the other one out. So here I am getting the things out of here. These are some ceramic books that I have from Z Gallery. I don't know why I brought as many as I have. I think I have 6 of them. But yeah, I move them around in my house, but for whatever reason, here of late, they've been just kind of stored away in here. I've got my letter C here, which is for my first name, which is Cassandra. And yeah, I don't know why I have that either, but it's in there. My heart here that I bring out typically around Valentine's Day, I'll decorate with that. This little dish here I have been looking for. I bought this long time ago when I was in Brazil. It was handmade. I went to this little village and this lady made it and I had been looking for it. But anyway, I found it. This is my Henry Bendo mug. For those that remember that store, they're gone out of business now, but I do have their mug here. And then these were from a picture gallery that I had in my last home. These were some photos that I took on my travels, and then I just had them framed and I had a little gallery wall. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. These are the only 2 that are left. All right, so now it's empty for real. I have both of the cabinet doors taken off, and what I was told at the Sherwin-Williams is to go ahead and do a light sanding on the surface of it, and then use a bonding primer over it so that the paint could adhere. I told them I had a piece from IKEA. It's not real wood. They were very familiar with it and said that that's what I needed to do in order to get the best paint job on the surface. So I'm just doing this sanding as I was instructed.
All right, so we got everything sanded. I got it cleaned off, all the sawdust and everything. I wanted to show this paint brush kit. I got this at the Goodwill. A couple weeks ago, I was in there. It was $9.99, and then I went on discount day. So I got a little bit off of it, but it's got the whole set of brushes. I have no idea what the quality is like, but I figured for that price, I better give them a try.
And although I started off at Sherwin-Williams to get a consultation on what I should do, I didn't purchase anything from there because they were just a little bit too pricey. So I did go over to Lowe's, and that's where I ultimately bought the bonding primer. It was like half the price, probably a lower quality, but that was okay. Because like I said, this is an older piece, and I'm just trying to extend the life a little bit. I'm not really concerned about going with highest quality paint or products for this particular piece.
All right, so it's the next day, and the primer is all dry and everything. And so now I've got to decide to color. So I've got these swatches. These are actually from Sherwin-Williams, but I'm not going to get the paint from there. I'm going to get it from Lowe's. So I'll just find a color that matches. But I had this, so I wanted to kind of go through and look at some colors and see which way I want to go with this. Now, something happened that I was not expecting. When I took the TV off of there, I noticed that the integrity of this credenza or TV stand, whatever, is broken down. So the TV is an older TV. It's heavy. You know, it's probably one of the first flat screen TVs they came out with. So it's heavy. So I'm afraid to put it back on here. I'm also afraid, or no point on mounting it because it's really old and I don't know how much longer it's going to last. So anyway, that's a whole nother dilemma. But anyway, right now we're going to go ahead and paint this. We'll figure out what we're going to do with the TV, get another TV, put it on the stand or mount it. I prefer to have it mounted, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's look at some of these colors and see which way we want to go. I think I want to go with a darker color. Of course, who didn't know that? But yeah, let's kind of look at some of them and then we're gonna go off to Lowe's to see what we can find. All right, so this is tricorn black, very, very popular color, and then it kind of graduates down to some more of the darker gray hues, which could be nice. A darker gray would be nice, but you know, black is just really my thing. I toyed around with maybe doing darker green color. I'm really liking green. These are some pretty colors, I think, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a black color, dark black.
Okay, so we're at Lowe's, and my only criteria is that it be black and that it be inexpensive paint. I'm not looking for top of the line at all. I'm good with, you know, whatever will cover the white color. That's basically all I'm aiming for. So I got a very nice lady to help me. She mixed up some paint for me. And yeah, I was good to go. It was more expensive than I wanted it to be for just a quart. That's all I needed to complete this project. But I got it, and we're going to go on back home and get it done.
All right, so we're back from Lowe's, and we got some paint. I just got the Valspar cabinet and furniture paint, and I got it in black. I showed her the tricorn black and whatever other sample that I picked. She told me that those had other colors kind of mixed in it because I told her I wanted just a true black. And so, yeah, so we ended up with this. She mixed it for me and she said it's just pure black. So let's take a look.
So the color turned out really, really good. So we're going to go ahead now and just start moving on with this paint. I did purchase this little small kit since it's a small project. I didn't need a full-size roller. I am going to cover my hands with some gloves because I'm not the neatest person in the world. I will make a mess in a minute. My hands, my legs, my arms, everything will be full of paint when I get done. So I am trying to protect my manicure. So I put these gloves on to get this job done. It was really, really an easy process. The paint just glided on really easy. I'm attributing that to the primer that I put on there. I really don't know. I have no experience with this kind of thing, but you know, I'm just doing it. I am loving the way that this is coming together. Now, this is after just the first coat. I let it dry overnight. I came back the second day to put on that second coat. Now, when I was laying down the night before, I had this idea, many times I just think about different projects that I'm doing or things that I can do. So this is the door to this cabinet, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, this cabinet is so dated. What else can you do to kind of update the look and, you know, make it more of a modern piece? So they have these panes inside of this glass. So I had the idea of just get those panes out of there, you know, that'll update it. I actually could have just taken the doors off. I contemplated that as well and just removing the doors. But I opted not to do that. I decided, at least for now, I'm going to just go ahead and try to get rid of these paints. The question is, how do I do that? So as always, I take myself over to Lowe's and start to ask some questions, and they're very, very helpful as always. And I just told them I just wanted these little corners cut off of here. So they told me what type of saw that I needed so that I could come home and do it myself. And I'm so proud of myself because I have never used a saw in my life. And when he said saw, I was so intimidated at the thought of it. But this little bitty saw was too cute. It was only $7 and super easy to use. Truth be told, if I was a little bit stronger, I probably could have just broke it out of there myself because this little cheap wood or whatever it is that they use at IKEA is not the best. But anyway, the little saw got it done and I was able to get rid of the panes, and I really like the way that it turned out. And once I got the panes taken out of there, I did have to do the light sanding to kind of get rid of the, the places where the panes were located, and also to prepare these pieces for painting. Once I got the doors all painted up, I decided to go ahead and refresh the hardware on here. I had some spray paint on hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint them this gold color to give them a refresh as well.
All right, so it's another day. I don't know how many days has gone by. I've been working up here for days now, and I have it to the point that I can use my room. It's not done yet, but I wanted it to a state that, I could still enjoy it until I'm able to get everything that I want for in here. So I'm gonna show you where we are now. I am so excited about it. I am loving the way everything turned out. So let me stop yapping and turn it around and let you take a look. So this is the fireplace console. It was previously just a TV console. I purchased the fireplace insert from Target. I found it on the clearance rack. This time of year, you can find stuff at a reasonable price. So I picked that up online at target.com. It's just a little faux fireplace, but it has remote control. I have so many remotes here. Let me see. So it has all of these settings or whatever, so I can turn it off and on, which is really nice. And when I think about a cozy space, I think about having a fireplace. I just love a fireplace. So yeah, that was a big come up. Now, it is a little bit too small, so I've got to think of what I'm going to put on the sides, but that'll come later to kind of fill that in. And of course, we painted the credenza. Now, I was going to put the little knob back on that it came with, but I found these handles here that are, they just stick on, and I just thought, you can barely see them, but I thought that would be better than the little round buttons that came on there. So I put those on there, thought that was a nice little look there. The fireplace came out. I keep calling it a fireplace as though it always was one, but the credenza came out beautifully. I just love it. It's like a brand new piece of furniture. And even though I noticed that there was some issues with it once I took it down, a little bit of wood glue and treating it very carefully, I was able to put everything back on here until I'm able to get another TV, which I'll probably mount or whatever. And then at that time, I'll think about something else for under there. But for right now, this works perfectly. This lamp here is a thrifted lamp. It was in another portion of my home. It's actually been moved around quite a bit, but it was a nice little find when I found it a few years back. So I just brought that up here to set that there in that corner, and I like that. And now moving over here, I did place a floor length mirror here. I was really happy to find this. One of my inspiration photos had this gilded or ornate mirror there, but it was a really big one. Anthropology came out with one a few years ago that got really popular, so there's dupes everywhere, but I found this really narrow one at Home Goods, and it was perfect because I did not want to do anything too massive. So recall I said I wanted to have a little art station, so I'm going to have my easel or art desk or whatever right here in this area, so I did not want to crowd that space out. So I have this mirror. I thought it was perfect to just push back up in the corner, just to have that. So yay that I found that. Then right here, now this is a piece that I thrifted a long time ago. I'm not going to be keeping it, but I kept it for now. What I would like to get is some type of cabinet or credenza type of situation to go here with storage in it because I need the additional storage. So for now, I'm going to keep that there. I put my torso here. I've had him for a while, and I said I wanted to have lots of plants, so I started to bring in some of my real plants to put up here. I'm going to have lots of plants when all is said and done because I have 4 windows in here, so lots and lots of sun, so a great place for plants. Then this lamp, I bought it. I didn't take the price tag off because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. It was $39.99 on clearance. I had looked at that lamp when it was regular price and fell in love with it. Didn't get it, went back to the store some time later and it was on clearance for $39.99. So I picked it up because I just love the shape of it. Yeah, so I bought it. I have the price tag still on. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it in here, if I do keep it, but I love the lamp. I think it's so, so pretty. So cute. All right, now moving over to this corner are some more of my plants. I said I wanted a lot of greenery in here, so I picked up these planters. I left the price tag on them. I'm definitely not going to be returning them, but I left it on while I did the video. This one was $79.99, and then this one was $59.99. Now these are made up out of like concrete. They're really, really heavy. And then they have the metal stand, and I really, really like these. I almost bought the ones from West Elm that look really, really similar, but a lot more money. And I'm glad that I didn't because I actually like these better. So I just brought upstairs my rubber plant. Not sure if I'm going to keep these particular plants in them, but I have my rubber plant in here for now. And I think this is alocasia. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And that's my pothos. So those are the 3 plants that we're starting off with up in this space. But when all is said and done, we're going to have lots and lots and lots of greenery. So don't pay attention to my carpet. It's filthy and it's even dirtier now because although I used a drop cloth when I painted the cabinet, paint got all over my carpet. So I've been up here trying to get it up, but I'm going to be getting the carpet clean. But it's dirty. But I have the floor space that I need. That's why I was showing this to start doing yoga, my stretching, my meditation, you know, whatever. And I've got a few of my little things here that I'll be using for that. So the good thing is that the space is ready to be used. I just don't have everything that I want yet. Now over here, this is where my seating is gonna go. So I'm looking for, I don't know, maybe a little, not a full sofa, but you know, maybe a double chair or a love seat or something like that. I want something, some type of seating over there. And then I already said my art table or easel will go here. These shelves will be removed. I may find another place for them in here. I'm not sure, but they're not going to be here because I'm going to have my seating here. So they definitely wouldn't work, you know, in the current place. But for now, I went ahead and I put a few little decorative pieces up here. I brought my art back in here because I didn't want the wall to be bare. This art is not going to be the forever art for this space. I am on the hunt for the perfect art throughout the space. I've got lots of areas where I need artwork, so more to come on that. And I definitely want to bring in some color, so that's going to be coming. This piece of art here, I found when I was doing my purging. It's a piece, I guess, maybe Gucci was giving that out some years ago when you made a purchase. So I've had it for many, many years because I haven't bought any luxury in a long time. But anyway, I had this little piece of art and I just decided to put him out here on this easel just cause. And then I have a candle burning. This is Bath and Body Works Southern Magnolia. It smells amazing. I love magnolia, so love that. And then this piece here, which is my little marble man here. I just have him up here for now. So all of this stuff here is really temporary. But yeah, that's how the room is coming together. Comment below and let me know what you think. Well, that's the end of this video. This is the second video in this series. As I said, if you are enjoying this series, please drop down in the comments below and let me know. Also, give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you're not currently subscribed. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. And to all my returning family members, thank you so much for stopping by and for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.